I'm your host, Murph and Roy, my co-host, Roy. How you doing this morning, my brother?
I'm doing good, man.
Doing good.
Another week in the books, man. A lot of great stuff to cover, man. But how's your week this week, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Fantasy, man. Number one in our league.
Oh, man. Here
Just
you
let
go.
you know, world. I'm number one right now. I ain't gonna gloat. I ain't gonna brag. But this is my first year playing fantasy football, and I'm number one in the league. And I'm in the league with the pros, man. I'm in the league with the pros. That's what they call themselves. So, you know, hey.
Can we call it beginner's luck? Or you really like that?
Hey, man. Call it what you want to call it, first place. You know what I'm saying? You can call it that. Hey, you know what I'm saying, world? Hey, first place in my brother's league. And it's a 12-man league, PPR league. You could kind of give me the rundown. I don't even know the rules. I'm just drafting, Ozzie Newsome the third. You know what I'm saying?
How you looking this week? You think you're going to pull it out this week?
Man. Hey, one thing, injuries, boy. Injuries play a key role, man, in this whole thing, man. So that's why I ain't trying to get too high on my high horse, but I am kicking some tail, 4-0 in this league. But my other leagues, I'm 3-1, 3-1, and 1-3.
Okay,
so,
that's pretty good, man. You sound like me. I got pretty good records in most of my leagues. One of my leagues, I'm kind of struggling. Obviously, injuries, but we gonna make some noise.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of staying consistent, stay on top of the news, and keep it moving.
Keep it moving, huh?
Yes, sir.
Keep it moving, man.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, man. Let's jump into today's topics. World. Starting off today with our first question, our first sports debate question. Again, this is 1’s podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share it. We are going to be the number one sports debate podcast in the world. That's what we going for. And hey, why not set your goals high?
Absolutely.
Why not set your goals high? So, number one, have the Bills put out a blueprint, Roy, to stop the Miami Dolphins?
That's a great question. World, I want to say yes to this question.
Okay.
The Buffalo Bills have put out a blueprint to stop the Miami Dolphins. Here's why.
What?
Here's why.
Okay.
The Miami Dolphins thrive on the big play. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. So what the Buffalo Bills did were they were able to limit those big plays. They played too high safety shell coverage, keep everything in front of them, no big plays. Tyreek Hill, that's kind of the same blueprint the Bills did with the Chiefs. When the Chiefs had Tyreek Hill, and they were huge on the big play. So the blueprint is to keep everything in front of you, keep too high safeties, and then also specifically with the Dolphins, they do a lot of timing routes. So Tua is big on timing, getting the ball out quick, slants that those receivers can take it to the house. So big run after the catch offense. And then also he needs a lot of time to get those deep patterns off. So what the Bills were able to do, they were able to take away the middle of the field. The Dolphins like to attack the middle of the field. So a lot of those things that they like to do best, they took those things away. But specifically, like I said, the big play was very limited.
But the question is, have they created a blueprint?
Yes, they did.
They created a blueprint?
They created a blueprint.
I totally disagree.
So what did you see in that game that allowed you to think otherwise?
Well, this is why. Really, the reason why the Buffalo Bills were able to stop the Miami Dolphins was really they just had a better game. They had one better game. It wasn't like they created it. They wasn't really stopping them. The only thing that they did was, and look, to win a championship, a Super Bowl at that, it's really going to be, even just game by game, it's going to go by the turnover battle. Who created more turnovers? Mostert had 2 fumbles. Lost one, had another fumble. Killed one of the drives. Tua threw interceptions. The Buffalo Bills created turnovers. As far as schematically, what McDaniels is doing, there's not a blueprint yet to stop it because they still march the ball up and down the field. Also, Tyreek got hurt. Tyreek Hill, the best wide receiver in the NFL, got hurt in the third quarter. Towards the end of the third quarter, didn't come back. Mostert got hurt, didn't come back to the third, didn't finish the game after the first half. So It was injuries that stopped them.
Okay.
It was injuries. It was not the fact that, the Bills did something special to stop them. They was not stopping them. They was moving the ball. It was 14-14 shootout. Then it was 21-21. It was a shootout game. And when they got injuries, that's when they started to pull away. And when they created turnovers. Now, if you want to say creating turnovers, but we all know that. We all know that if you create turnovers, if you get interceptions, if you get fumbles, you're going your chances of winning the game are less likely. But to say that McDaniel's scheme has been stopped or they got a blueprint, so now the next team that the Dolphins play and who they got next week coming up. Let's see who they got next week. I don't believe whoever they got next week is going to pay. You know what I'm saying? Because that scheme is going to take probably through this season till next season till defensive coordinators around the NFL start stopping what they're doing. And then also the defense didn't play well. The defense was on the field a lot, but that's all has a lot to do with the offense. The defense was out there on the field longer than usual, and don't forget, they're missing arguably the number one cornerback in the NFL, in Jalen Ramsey. So to your point, the Dolphins, you said this earlier on some earlier podcasts, like Dolphins gonna be a problem, man, for a while.
Yeah, there will be. But again, I think the Bills did a great job of, because remember, they're division rivals. They see each other
and that's
two
another
times
thing.
a year.
A rivalry game is different. A rivalry game for the fans out there.
They know each other.
They know each other. They play each other twice a year. So that's going to be. It's gonna be a great matchup. Even LeBron James, he did his picks yesterday, and his number one game to watch was Dolphins versus the Bills.
Right.
So I believe if the same thing that everyone has said, if Tua can stay healthy, if Tyreek can stay healthy, if Raheem Mostert can stay healthy, A-Chain, he did, he was a fantasy pickup for all my fantasy gurus out there. A-Chain, he had 2 touchdowns yesterday. Young kid, man, he looks like Tyreek Hill kind of, but playing running back.
Right.
Super fast. Barrows got into the end zone.
Speed.
And then last week they had 70 points on Denver. They riding high. They going up to Buffalo, playing in New York. And
I'm gonna tell you another thing. Buffalo felt disrespected.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
You think so?
I know so.
Yeah.
Because how everybody, the whole world, they put 70 on the Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh, they playing the Bills. They finna beat the Bills and this and that. Oh, really? Oh, okay. In our house, it ain't happening.
So are the Buffalo Bills? Is it that the Dolphins aren't that good, or the Buffalo Bills are that much better than them?
No, the Dolphins are good, but so are the Bills.
But the Bills every year do what? Let the whole Bills Mafia Nation down. They let the whole.
But they won the division, AFC East, the last 3 years.
Yeah, they have. So but they ain't your Super Bowl pick coming out the AFC?
No, they're not.
Okay,
they're not.
So
my Super Bowl pick coming out the AFC having little issues right now. And we're gonna get into that.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But your Super Bowl pick, Eagles,
on the NFC side.
On the NFC side,
right.
4-0. I gotta give you.
Okay.
I gotta give you respect.
Appreciate that.
I'm not riding with the Eagles at all.
Eagles fly, baby. Let's go.
I always hear that. I always hear nothing about the Eagles right now, man. Got a lot of family members that's big time Eagles fans. Shout out to all my Eagle fans out there. Y'all are.
But you see what I got on, man. You see what I got on. Let's go.
Hey, I understand what I like what the Eagles are doing. Mm-hmm. I like where they're going with it. They did beat our Bucks on Monday Night Football. I'm going to blame the rain. I'm going to blame the conditions, the weather conditions. It wasn't, I didn't see it on the forecast. So, but yeah, we had some drop balls and, just going back to that Monday night game, I feel that Baker did some good things. I think he managed the game well. We had some drop balls. We had some turnovers. We had some unfortunate circumstances, but the Eagles got into a banger against Washington.
Oh, it's, again, a division game.
Mm-hmm.
They know each other. They play each other twice a year. So there's a lot of familiarity there.
Yeah.
So when you talk about division games, it's rare that you'll see a blowout. It's usually going to be tight, assuming there's no injuries, if everybody mostly healthy,
Yeah.
You're gonna have a pretty contested game.
Yeah.
So that's what you saw.
That was a good game.
Oh, yeah.
That was a
Real
good
good
game.
game.
That was a good game.
Real
You
good
know,
game.
I thought Washington was gonna pull it out. You know, a few mistakes down the line. But that's the thing about the NFL, man. It is any given Sunday. Any given Sunday. Like, I know a lot of analysts, and that's where I think we differ. A lot of analysts and commentators, they jump on the bandwagon. They ride the Dolphins. They get high on teams, man. It's always going to be, there's only been one team to ever go undefeated, and that's the 72 Dolphins. So it's definitely the storylines and the narratives are painting up real good this season. Right. I like what I'm seeing from the league, and just going back to the Bills and those Dolphins though. I think it's more. I don't think that the NFL. I don't think they figured out McDaniels, man. I played with McDaniels. I played for McDaniels. He was a coach in San Francisco with the 49ers.
Was he the OC back then?
No, Shanahan was the offensive coordinator, but McDaniels was like the third in charge.
Oh, gotcha.
He was like the third grad assistant, and when I came in 2 weeks, late in the training camp, he helped me learn the playbook. McDaniels did, the head coach for the Dolphins. Right, yeah, man, and he's one of the coolest coaches.
He is. I see.
Man, like, players love him.
Yeah.
Like, he's a great guy. I love the fact that what he does, like, he keeps it light. He's not like stiff around the building.
Right,
He keeps it light. He's young. He's the best man for the job. And a lot of things people don't know about him is that he graduated from Yale.
Wow.
He graduated from Yale, bro. So, like,
he has a sharp mind.
He has his mind, and what he's doing a lot of 21 personnel, 12 personnel, and for the fans out there, 21 personnel is 2 running backs, 1 tight end. So you always have 5 skill positions. It's 5 linemen and a quarterback. That's 6. You add 5 more players to that, so you always count the running backs and the tight ends. Whatever's left over is the wide receivers, and we'll give a whole breakdown on that. But 2 receivers, 1 tight end. 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 tight end, 2 running backs, and he mixing up Tyreek Hill. He's going old school. He's not going 5 wide. He's not going 4 wide. He's using his tight ends and his running backs. He's using his fullback, and he's really innovative. He's changing the game from watching what he's doing, and that's why I say this week was just more of injuries, turnovers. Mostert, he doesn't fumble the ball like that. He had 2 fumbles, and so I like what he's doing over there, man. Okay. It's gonna be hard to figure out what he's doing, man.
Okay, yeah. So it's still a lot more to come from the Dolphins.
Yep.
And a great segue into our next question, Murph.
Yes.
Rookie quarterbacks.
Okay, who's the most impressive rookie quarterback?
For me, no doubt, Anthony Richardson. Gator boy, Florida boy.
Oh man, you got me torn. Now you got me torn.
See, Richardson, man, I think he brings a different element to the game, right? He's a guy that can run it in or throw it in. He has crazy athleticism. He's built like a linebacker playing quarterback. He's averaged about 2 touchdowns a game, whether it's running or throwing. He can get you 200 yards. Passing or more in any given game. He can get you 50 yards rushing any given game or more. Yeah. So talk about yesterday.
So he's a fantasy stat stuffer.
Oh, man. Not just fantasy. He can win you the ball game.
Okay.
Right? He brought the Colts back from the dead pretty much. They were down 23-0.
This past Sunday?
This past Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch that game.
He brought them back to overtime. The Rams pulled out in overtime. But to bring that team back from down 23-0 to almost will your team to victory, and let's be honest, there's not a lot of talent on the Colts.
Yeah.
Right? Jonathan Taylor's not there.
Yep. Contract situation, running back situation.
Right. So you got Peterson. Pittman, Michael Pittman Jr. And then you got Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Right? So when you look at what he's doing as a rookie, it's really amazing and sensational.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with Roy here with the most impressive rookie running back. The most impressive rookie player or quarterback is C.J. Stroud by far.
Why is that?
C.J. Stroud, he's top 15 in QBR ratings this year. He's not a running quarterback. He's gonna sit back. He's gonna read the pocket. He's every receiver's dream. Me personally, as a wide receiver, I would not want to play with Anthony Richardson. I'm sorry, man. I love the baby Gator. I think he's a great athlete. I think he's a great player. But I've played with Tim Tebow. I've played with Cam Newton. Those quarterbacks, man, they run the ball too much. Just to keep it quite frankly, man, like you as a wide receiver, if I'm running down the field 50 yards all the time, jogging back, run 20 yards, jog back, and every time I turn around, I look back, and every time I turn around, all I see is you running the ball. Like that's not gonna let them last in the NFL for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And but C.J. Stroud with the Houston Texans is the number one quarterback, man. Right now, let me just read some stats for you. They're 2-2. They beat
Pittsburgh yesterday.
Yep, they beat Pittsburgh yesterday. They beat a Jacksonville team that went to the playoffs last year. Who else they beat? They 2-2. Yep, they beat Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. They lost to Indy and they lost to Baltimore. He's got 1,200 yards on the season, and he's got 6 touchdowns and no turnovers.
That's impressive.
No picks.
That's impressive.
As a rookie quarterback to come into the NFL and not throw any interceptions over the first 4 games and 6 touchdowns, I have to go with him as my top pick for rookies. That's the most impressive or the Rookie of the Year award. I believe that C.J. Stroud is going, him and Tank Dell, they're connecting up.
Nico Collins look real good.
Nico Collins looks really good. And the older vet receiver they have over there now, that was with the Rams.
Oh, Robert Woods.
Over there, get him into the mix. And then the coach, D'Amico Ryan, former player. And that's one. Speaking of former players, I'm going to come here. Speaking of former players, you can pull me up over here. Speaking of former players, 'cause I want to talk to the fans about this one, Roy. Like, everybody, Deion Sanders is getting all the hype. He's getting everything about what he's doing, which he's doing a phenomenal job as a head coach. Great job. I mean, outstanding job. Taking the worst team in college football to almost beating USC and Caleb Williams, the first NFL draft pick.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest, man. Caleb Williams is the quarterback for USC. He's going to be the first pick of the draft, and Deion Sanders just took them toe-to-toe, lost 48-41 after a tough loss against Oregon, a ranked team, a top-ranked team in the country. But what Ryan is doing, 2-2, Houston Texans, we all know they've been busted and disgusted for the last 2-3 seasons, especially since they lost Deshaun Watson. What Deion Sanders is doing to show the world that not just because who he is, because I don't want people to get distracted by his fame and his fortune and all the prime time and the glitz and the glamour. What the world needs to understand is that former players are better coaches than coaches that have never played the game.
I'd agree with that for sure.
That's just, I want people to understand that. And that's what C.J. Stroud, the second pick overall, is showing you why he should have been the first pick this past season. Yeah. With Bryce Young, Carolina, they're 0-4. They haven't won a game yet this year. And then you have the the second pick of the draft, number 2 overall, C.J. Stroud, winning under a coach, D'Amico Ryan. He's not flashy. He's not like Deion Sanders. But the main narrative that I want to push is that former players are better head coaches than coaches who have never played the game. And that has to change. And I'm think that Deion is doing that on top of, showing, being relatable, being able to talk to kids, being able to understand the culture that they come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that's.
But do you have outliers? Like, I don't even know has Andy Reid played football before?
Yeah, I believe Andy Reid probably played some football before. He probably played some I believe he played O-line, tight end, something like he could have played. I'm not saying there are outliers.
Right.
But
for the most part.
Right. You know what I mean? But the history of black player, white coach never played, just trying to, live his high school dream. This is professional football. And professional coaches, professional football players, retired professional football players need opportunities to become head coaches. If I'm an owner, I'm hiring
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning,
right.
Tom Brady,
right.
Anybody, white, black, no matter what. I'm gonna hire Ron Rivera.
Right,
Former player, the coach out in Detroit, Campbell. He's doing a great job with Detroit. That was your pick to win the NFC North. Former player,
real good too.
Yeah, looking real good. Former players. So those are things that I just, I don't want everybody to get caught up in Deion Sanders and the hype and all of those things like that. That's
he's a former player too. So you're saying that give more former players an opportunity.
Yes,
coaching jobs?
Yes, man. And that jump that came out of just thinking about Ryan, because I played against D'Amico Ryan, like hard hitter, man. Grimy, like he played 13, 14 years in the NFL.
Right.
He was just with the 49ers. He was the defensive coordinator. When I was at the 49ers, this was his first year with the 49ers in 2017, and he was a intern. He interned, became the linebackers coach. Linebackers coach went to co-defensive coordinator. Co-defensive coordinator went to defensive coordinator. So I just want to plug and give former players need to segue into coaching.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's even with commentating as well.
Yeah.
Greg Olsen does a great job.
Oh, yeah, great job.
With Fox, man.
Tony Romo. Our guy from the Pivot podcast.
Oh, Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark. And salute to the Pivot.
You know who's one of the best too, Murph? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
The guy from ESPN.
Shannon Sharp?
Not Shannon Sharp. Well, he's good too.
Yeah.
But he does the Monday night broadcast too.
Lewis. Yeah.
That dude is probably, to me, he's probably the best, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's up there.
Yep.
Louis Riddick.
Yep.
Man, that guy is so sharp.
Sharp, man. Gives insight, in depth, all those things, man. So
he's a former player, I believe.
Former player, yeah. Mm-hmm. Former player, played receiver, I believe. So that I just want to make sure that we talk about the former players getting head coaching jobs, and then just not overlooking because Deion Sanders is, the only person that could do it is Deion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be the narrative. Oh, he's winning because he's Deion. No, he's winning because he's a former player. He's from the neighborhoods. He understands what's going on with these players, dealing with mama, daddy, grandmama, uncles, aunties. He's dealing with what goes on, and he understands it.
Yeah, and I think Deion, that's a great point.
Yeah.
You bring up Murph. Deion is certainly, look right here, Deion is certainly changing the game of college football, right? You never seen a coach talk about what he's going to do and then do it. You never seen a coach change a team within a year to be competitive.
6 months.
Within a year, 6 months. Yeah, that's even to change a whole nation and turn non-believers into believers.
Yeah.
Like that's really like historic, honestly. And so what he's doing, I agree with you, Murph, being a former player. And then the way he's doing it, it's almost godly, man. I mean, I don't say it like that, but he just has so many people that are against him for whatever reason. Like I said, he turned a lot of non-believers into believers, and he has a lot of the celebrities and just a lot of things he brought to Colorado.
He's relating. Yeah. He's relating to what the players are going through,
Absolutely.
man. What they, and that's as an owner is like. Roy James Insurance Solutions. Like, are you gonna hire someone that has no experience in insurance? Mm-hmm. And when you got two people coming in for an interview, like, you're gonna hire someone that has experience.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm coming from State Farm, or I'm coming from Prudential, or I'm coming from wherever.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like Geico. So now I'm a Brady. Like, you'll be crazy. You'll be a fool to go out there and hire someone that zero experience. I understand entry level. Maybe secretary, something like that. Again, but I'm talking about when you trying to close deals and make money, take care of your family. I'm gonna put experience there, man. Right. So, and there's a lot of coaches. There's a lot of coaches that aren't getting bumped up, you know, and that's what, and they need, and if they just get over that and just change with the times, bro, the owners will make more money. Because guess what? You're going to win.
You're going to win.
And your stadium going to be sold out.
Oh, yeah.
Jerseys going to be sold. You're going to have a better ran program, better ran organization because someone who has walked through those doors and lived it.
Right.
You know, not negating. I'm not saying that coaches, men or women who have never played can't be coaches. I'm not saying that. Right. I'm just saying give former players a try at it. And I'm telling you, it's going to work. Mike Tomlin, former player.
Yeah.
Tony Dungy. It's been being done. It's just not, it's like, oh, 1 or 2, you know what I'm saying? Like, heck, the first coach I'll be pursuing is Tom Brady.
Okay. Yeah.
Greatest player of all time, greatest quarterback of all time.
We had Tom Brady being pursued. Well, it was talks out there that the Jets were trying to, he quickly shut that down.
Shut it down, yeah. Try to get him back.
Yeah. So what you guys think, world? So the conversation is about former players becoming coaches, getting more former players coaching opportunities. Definitely weigh in on the debate. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, weigh in. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment to 1’s podcast. Yeah, definitely love that question, man. I would love to see what some of you all think about former players being head coaches versus guys or women who have never played before. I think I think owners would really look at that and it would really help their investment, man.
Absolutely.
Because it is a business at the end of the day.
Right.
And we all have businesses. Segue into the Red Lady Punch. Make sure you go grab some Red Lady Punch, man. The #1 rum punch cocktail. You ever had this, Roy?
Yeah, I had
it. Yeah, man. Really Jared Carter, shout out to Jared Carter, CEO, owner of Red Lady Punch, man, with partners. And man, get you some rum punch, man. This right here, you can find it in so many different stores. You can find it in Easy Liquors, Pasadena Liquors, Pappy's Liquors, Sunshine Liquors, Rally's Gas Station, and Detroit Liquors. All right. So yeah, man, it's a blend of pineapple juice, cranberry juice, and our secret rum and ginger. So yeah, Red Lady Punch, man. Shameless plug. We if you want to promote your company, promote your business, hit us up, DM us. We'll promote your company and everything. Even our producer here, All Photos, Mr. Will, phenomenal, man. So make sure I want to definitely shout out, any businesses that want to come on, that want to be sponsored on our show, because we are the #1 sports debate podcast in the world. So I just want to let y'all know that. All right. So anything you want to get promoted on here, man. Our sponsor right there, Red Lady Punch, man. Make sure you grab some of that Red Lady Punch. All right. What's our next question, Roy? What we jumping into next?
So the next question is, what's wrong with the Bengals?
What's wrong with the Cincinnati Bengals? Your pick, your NFC North pick. I'm going to let you start with what's wrong with your Bengals. You picked them.
Well, let me tell you what's wrong with the NFC world. Let me tell the world what's wrong with the Bengals, right? Joe Burrow. Simply put, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burr?
Joe Burr.
You talking about cold? Like everybody ice in my veins, the one with hit the ice, he hit the ice in the veins all the time.
Joe Burr. Yeah,
he y'all issue. They just paid him like 200 and something million.
They paid him, which deservingly, right? Because he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Now, he has a calf injury. It started in the offseason. He missed training camp. He came back for the first 4 games right now. Yeah. But he's clearly not right. He's a sitting duck back there in the pocket. He can't move like he's accustomed to moving.
Because he will run for some first downs here and there.
He'll run for some first downs. He'll escape the pressure. Get outside the pocket.
So you think that calf strain bothering him?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Jamar Chase is frustrated.
Yeah.
T. Higgins just left the game yesterday with a rib injury. He's expected to miss some time.
Yeah.
So teams are really – I'm going to tell you what they're going to do moving forward. They're going to double Jamar Chase, especially without T. Higgins.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to stack the box and say, beat me.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be tough sledding for the Bengals right now, man. And I think it just all stems to Joe Burrow. So you know as well as I do, the franchise goes as far as the quarterback goes.
Facts.
So
I would have to agree with you on that, man. The Bengals, I mean, I picked the Ravens to win the North. I like what Lamar Jackson's doing over there with Todd Monken and Harbaugh, but that's another subject for another day. So I'll get on, talk about your Bengals. I'll talk about Roy's Bengals today, man. Even though I didn't like them, it does start and end with the quarterback, and Joe Burrow is hurt, and I hope he gets healed up fast because as a receiver, and Jamar Chase, I know he's definitely frustrated. They even scored a touchdown this past game.
Right.
They lost to the Titans, 28-3? 27-3, something like that. The Bengals, so would you say that the ship is sinking or the ship is on fire?
It's definitely on fire.
On fire?
It's definitely on fire. It hasn't sunk down like the Titanic yet, but it definitely hit the iceberg.
Yeah. I mean, but just like it, and everybody, for fans out there, everybody, all the defense is playing bad. They giving up points. Offense and defense and special teams all works together.
Absolutely.
If you can't drive the ball, you going 3 and out, because I see a lot of 3 and outs from Joe Burrow. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. That means the defense
is on the field. They're getting tired.
Getting worn down. So he's not throwing any touchdowns. He's turning it over. I think he has like 2 or 3 interceptions on the season. Fumbles. All those things play a part, but it starts and ends with Joe Burrow, man. Right. So it's like, I mean, even on that debate, I can't really go against you on that one because you're right. You know what I'm saying? You're right, man. Joe Burrow, man, get healthy. Somebody else got to step up. That's what's going to have to happen.
Right. Yeah.
Who's going to make a play?
Yeah.
Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the play? Who's going, can't make excuses. Everybody's hurt. Injuries. It's part of the game. Nobody's at 100% right now. Week 4, everybody's dealing with something. Nobody in the NFL is 100%. So, hey, you got to get
world, what do you think is wrong with the Bengals? Weigh in. Comment, like, subscribe.
Yep.
Let us know. We want to know what you think of what's going on with the Bengals.
My daughter just texted me. She said she's watching. Love you, Sugar Pie. Have a great day in school. She's the smartest 5th grade in the world. Straight A student. So have you a great day today, all right?
Sugar Pie.
Yeah. So Uncle Roy.
So Murph, let's switch subjects a little bit.
Okay.
Typically we talk about football, but we're a sports podcast.
Sport, yeah.
Debate sports.
So usually we talk about football. Yeah.
Usually we talk about football. But today we're going to switch it up a little bit.
Switching it up?
A real big story that happened this week. We talking about Dame Dolla.
Ooh, now, I like that.
You heard about the news, Murph?
Yes, that was big news a few days ago.
What are your thoughts about that trade? Like, what does the Bucks now win? The Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA title with Dame?
I'm gonna have to go yes. Well, do they win the title? Hold on, what's the question?
The question is,
give me the question.
Does the Dame Dolla make the Milwaukee Bucks a clear NBA championship team?
I would say yes. It makes them an NBA championship team, a title contender. I would say.
Hold on. No, are they the title favorites?
Here you go.
Let me read the question verbatim.
Okay.
Does Dame Dolla make the Milwaukee Bucks clear NBA title favorites?
Favorites. Okay, now that's a different question. Okay, to do it, hold on. Read it to me one more time.
Third time's the charm, everybody.
Read it to me one more time.
Does the Dame Dolla trade make the Milwaukee Bucks the clear NBA title favorites?
Are they gonna be the clear title favorites?
Correct.
World, I'm gonna have to go with favorite. The favorite. The clear title favorite. I'm gonna say, because you got Warriors, you got Lakers. I'm gonna go yeah.
Okay, why?
I'm gonna go yes. I'm gonna go yes. Why? I'm gonna show love to Dame Dolla, man.
Okay.
Dame Dolla has been a perennial NBA All-Star for years. Mm-hmm. He's going over there with Giannis
right,
and his brothers. You know, and they got Middleton, one of the smoothest
Smooth.
3 guards. So now you're going to have Dame at the point bringing it up. You're going to have Middleton. You got Portis. Portis might be coming off the bench. You got Giannis, and you got Lopez, right?
Right.
Man, that's gonna be that's
a squad.
The pressure's on.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You've been handcuffed by Portland for years. You know what is he gonna do? He should be title favorites. You know, LeBron and Steph Curry, AD. Well, LeBron and AD, Steph, Clay, Draymond. They're always in the conversations. But I mean, with Giannis, that young Greek freak.
He's a force.
I mean, he's gonna come out. Dame Dolla, man, he could give you 50 on any night. You know, you never know. You know, right. Logo Lillard. He's shooting from the logo. He pulling up from the logo.
Yeah, he got
so I would say that they should be the favorites coming into the NBA this year, into the NBA season.
Well,
what's your take?
I hate to disagree with you, Murph. They are not the clear title favorites.
Okay.
Here's why. We got, even in the East, we got that trade after the Dame Dolla trade. You had Drew Holiday go to the Celtics.
Oh, yeah, they lost Drew.
So
Drew went to the Celtics?
Well, he was a part of the Portland trade with Dame Dolla.
Yeah, it was a 3-team trade.
Right. So then the Celtics went to the Blazers, Portland Trail Blazers, and got Drew Holiday. The Celtics did.
Uh-huh.
So now the Celtics looking at Drew Holiday.
Tatum,
Brown.
Yep. Jaylen
Brown. The guy from Washington, the tall
Horford?
No. The European guy. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now.
All right.
Anyway, big guy.
I'll look it up for you. Go ahead, keep going.
He can shoot. Porzingis.
Porzingis. Kristaps.
Kristaps Porzingis. He's on the Celtics as well. They still got Horford. The Celtics, and they're a great defensive team. They have a lot of two-way players. Brown, Tatum, they're probably the best two-way players in the league collectively. Then you add
the best.
Yes.
Best.
As a collection, yes. They got the best two-way players that could play defense.
My gosh.
Who's better two-way?
The Celtics always let you down every single year. Every year.
But not this year.
They lost to the Heat and Jimmy Buckets. Like,
like the Heat was sorry.
Come on, man. They was last. They was the last team.
They knocked out the Bucks.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
the number 1 seed.
But everybody want to jump on this whole Celtic train. Celtics. They always let you down.
With the moves they did this year, it's gonna get them over the top.
All right, go ahead.
Drew Holiday.
But Smart, you got Marcus Smart.
No, he's gone.
They
now.
dealt him away.
They dealt him away. He's
Defensive Player of the Year.
Gone.
Ooh. But it's a rough lead. What?
Listen.
But it's a rough lead.
Celtics. I ain't even gonna touch the West. I'm just talking about the Boston Celtics. Because out West, you got the Phoenix Suns.
Ooh.
KD.
Ooh.
Book. Bill. They coming out the West.
They coming out the West?
They coming out the West. I'm telling you. But out the East,
so yeah.
Boston. Book it.
Boston? East, so you taking hold on now. The question, let's go back to the question. The question was, are the Milwaukee Bucks
clear
title favorites? No. Okay. Roy's going no. Man, he set me up with that question. He set me up with that one. But you know what? I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna stand on it because Dame Dolla is like that.
He is.
Dame Dolla has had no supporting cast. He's always went to the finals. I mean, not to the finals, but to the All-Stars. He always been an NBA All-Star. He did 9 years. He's loyal. He didn't want to leave, and that's the real storyline is that he didn't want to leave. If he couldn't go to Miami, he wanted to stay. And the general manager told him it's too late. And as someone that has given 9 years to your organization, he's been the face of your franchise for 9 years. I mean, how do you just not, anything, relationships happen, business relationships, stuff happen, you can always correct things and get things right. That's kind of where I'm like, man, why would they not clear that up? Why would they not make that?
I think there's a lack of talent there. He's been begging for more talented players so they can compete with the Warriors, compete with the Lakers, compete with
Suns
and the Nuggets and all these teams.
Dallas,
right? So when you already behind the 8 ball in terms of talent, it gets very frustrating.
Yeah,
right?
It's frustrating. But my thing is, why didn't when he said, "I'm sorry, I want," with supposedly this text message interaction went between them two, and then he wanted to
Between who?
Between the general manager
and him. Okay.
He said that if it's not Miami, I'd just rather stay.
Oh, okay.
But the GM said no.
It's probably too far gone at that point.
That's what he was saying. It was too far gone. And, the storyline of him being a Portland Trail Blazer, man, is, he has historic numbers. He probably got all the Portland Trail Blazer records, franchise records. Yeah. So, but I'm going to stand on it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to stand on it because Damian Lillard, one thing that he has over Jaylen Brown, one thing that he has over Jason Tatum, one thing that he has over
Porzingis.
Porzingis. That he's not even in the conversation. Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Porzingis ain't like that.
He like that, but one thing Dame Dolla got over is this right here.
Heart,
bro. You can measure a man's weight, height, speed. You can measure, like I said, weight, height, and speed.
Heart win championship.
But heart, yeah. Yes, Hart wins champions for sure.
So Dame should have won if he got all the heart in the world.
No, LeBron got heart. Who else got heart? Michael Jordan got heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got heart. Steph Curry has heart.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson. So, and that's why.
You said Dame Lillard too.
Yeah, he do. But now he's going to be with Giannis.
Now,
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because he won.
Yeah, Giannis has won. But now you giving him Dame Dolla, the little pit bull.
Yeah.
Now you got.
But now the question also becomes, do they take a step back defensively?
No, I mean, why? Oh, because Holiday gone?
Holiday.
I like Damian Lillard over Holiday.
Defensively, sure.
And defensively.
Okay.
And defensively. I like him over him. You can't really tell because Portland is like not a, they don't play on primetime games. You don't see Portland like that.
Right. But
you always see it because of Dame doing something crazy, dropping 50, 60, going crazy.
Right.
But, I like him as a defender. He's played against Steph, and he's giving Steph, problems.
Oh, yeah.
He's giving Steph problems in the West. And him being from Oakland, being from the Bay Area,
right.
He finally gets the lead. Well, he's already been left home, but, now he getting off out of California, West Coast, whatever.
Oregon.
Yep.
Yeah,
and going, yep. Oregon, going to Milwaukee. I think it's going to be a good move for him, man. It's going to be a good move for him. I think he's going to lead that team. And I'm not going to make – they're a favorite, but I ain't going to make them my pick. Put it like that.
Oh, he backtracking already. We ain't even left the question yet. He backtracking. It's all good.
So, yeah.
So what y'all think, man? Viewers, we want to hear from you guys.
Yep.
What you guys think about the Dame Dolla trade? Is it going to make the Milwaukee Bucks title favorites? Let us know. Weigh in. Comment, like, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and let us know what you think. So the next segment, Murph, what we got?
Viewers Audible. We audibling right now, man. We audibling. We're going to call it Audible. Viewers Audible. Just like in offense, in the NFL, man, you driving down the field, you
don't like what you see.
Quarterback, easy. Omaha. Hey, check. He looking left and right. He looking to the receivers, and talking to his O-line. So Viewers Audible
What's that?
Where any fan can ask a question, and we debate it here on one-on-one sports broadcast. So let's get with Deke and see. We got any questions from the back? We got comments. I got someone saying Suns. My boy Jared says Suns, no question. Man, KD, man, what KD gonna do, man? What KD gonna do? KD ain't gonna do nothing out there, man. I like that Gator boy Bradley Beal. I like Bill.
You like Bill?
I love Bill, man. I love Bill. He got heart. Now you mixing him with some real good talent. The way the league is now, LeBron James changed the way everybody views going to a different team and stuff. He was the trailblazer for changing that, and why guys, don't stay loyal to their team. Jordan was like, in people's mind, everybody thinks that Jordan, was loyal to the Bulls, but Jordan wanted to get out of Chicago, but he couldn't. He was in a contract that had him so locked down that he couldn't leave. But in the NBA PA, they were able to negotiate and change the rules, on free agency. So, but LeBron James, he's gonna take that for history. He's gonna be the one who, even though Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen were the first ones to really, in our era, to go to the Celtics, to team up with Paul Pierce, the truth, So, but LeBron, they gonna, take that and it's gonna be, LeBron left Cleveland and went to the Miami Heat and all that. So, whatever.
So, what's the question or comment?
They were talking about the Suns. They came up with the Suns and KD and all that.
As far as the favorites?
Yeah. We got a comment from the fans watching, man. They say the Suns.
The Suns? Yeah, I can't disagree. I gotta agree with the Suns. When you talk about KD, D-Book, and Bradley Beal, I mean, you got all three perennial All-Stars.
Yep.
And I mean, honestly, the Suns. That's what can you say? Who if you stop KD, how you gonna stop Book? If you stop Book, how you gonna stop Bill? One or two of those guys will get off every night. So
yeah,
go ahead, bring him in. But yeah, so the Suns, I like the Suns actually as probably the title favorites. I know the Nuggets are there; they're the defending champions. But the Suns, and we got our brother Brian Carruthers, BC. Shout out to BC. He's gonna,
somebody coming in. BC coming in. I don't know if do we got his. Can we see him or hear him? Make sure you have his lap. If you call in and you want to join the sports debate one-on-ones, make sure you have a laptop and you have some headphones, either wireless headphones or headphones with a wire. Call in so we could add you on and put you on here so y'all could get
your questions.
Get your questions answered, but also debate your point and make sure you come with your facts.
Yes.
Because we coming. We throwing haymakers, man. We throwing haymakers now. Let us know where we at, Dig. And if not, we can move on to the next question.
I'm ready for you.
Oh, you ready? Oh, good morning,
BC.
Good morning, BC. Thank you for joining One-on-One's podcast, man, where you get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Salute.
Man, I had to come on and comment on my brothers, man. Y'all talking about.
Which question you going with? His mic going in and out.
Okay. Little technical difficulties with our brother BC. But
What'd you say now?
Hey man, get off that cricket Wi-Fi, man.
Hey man, I got the best Wi-Fi out. Hey, but the Suns traded away everything for their top three players, man. The Suns have no bench. Go down on their bench and tell me what their second lineup look like when their stars go out.
Ooh.
That's a great point.
They got rid of Aiden. They big. So what, KD going to the 5?
No, they bring in the guy from Portland, the center from Portland.
Let me look up their roster.
Yeah, I think they got the center from Portland, I believe, in the trade.
Make sure you
that's a no-go.
But he's a better offensive player than Aiden.
What? Come on, man.
Nurkic,
Let's be for real.
Was it Nurkic? I believe they brought in. Was it Nurkic? I think they brought
the one who was hurt for 2 seasons.
Hey, look, they definitely. Ayton was pretty good defensively, but he could. Oh, actually, can nobody guard the Jokic from Denver? Like, Ayton couldn't guard him. Nurkic probably can't guard him either. But I mean, when you look at the Suns, they got.
I get it. I just feel the Suns don't have the bench to compete. It's teams that's way deeper.
So who's your favorite? Who's your favorite this year?
It's tough, man. I gotta wait till the season start to see how injuries play out. You gotta give me the All-Star break.
No.
You on the podcast. You on the #1 sports debate podcast. You gotta have a clear favorite.
You already know who I'm running for. Lake Show.
Show?
Oh, so you going with your heart?
Oh no, I'm going with the squad. Go look up the roster.
I got a question for you, BC. Can they beat the Nuggets?
Ooh.
Can they beat the Nuggets? Yeah, they'll be able to beat the Nuggets this year.
Oh,
They'll be able to
okay,
beat the Nuggets.
Okay.
They'll be able to beat the Nuggets this year. They
So
got a totally different team.
They'll improve from a sweep to what? 2 games?
Hey.
It'll go 7.
You know,
Okay.
Roy gonna jump team to team, man. Roy, he went to Golden State, then
Right.
he go with the Nuggets. We don't know where.
Now-
We don't
now
know where
he
he.
flipped the Walker.
Look,
We don't know
basketball
where your
is Golden
team.
State.
Now you going Suns. You just said Suns was your favorite.
Bro, are we talking about facts or are we talking about what's in my heart?
Yeah, we talking about facts. We tell you facts.
Facts.
You just said you like the Suns.
Yeah, I do.
so
But
how you talking about Golden State?
Because how I'm talking about Golden State.
Yeah.
We talking
Your favorites.
BC was talking about the Suns.
Yeah.
Saying, what the Suns gonna do.
He said they
outside-
not. He said the Suns are not going to be the favorite. You
Right.
think the Suns are the favorite?
they are.
I'm
Just-
going
just
with
to
I'm
be
going with
honest,
the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right.
So don't
And
talk
that's
about
not
no
the
Golden
Lakers.
State. Don't
That's
talk
not
about
the Lakers.
Yeah, I love the Lakers. I love LeBron, but I'm going with the Milwaukee Bucks this year.
Okay, say I love Golden State, but I'm going with the Suns.
You going with the Suns with
Yeah.
no bench.
Yeah.
I think
am.
the Boston and the Bucks matchup probably gonna be the best matchup. If they face in East Conference Finals, that might be the best series of the playoffs.
Boston Celtics and who?
In Milwaukee, if they
What
face
about,
in Eastern
what, about
Conference
Ah,
Finals,
the
I don't-
Nuggets, what about the Nuggets and the Suns play in the West?
nah, the Nuggets will demolish the Suns.
Okay.
They too big. They too big. Joker is too big. Joker MVP, 2-time MVP. Just won a world championship.
They got
But-
defenders.
B, I gotta disagree with you on this Boston thing. Why are you and Roy on this Boston Celtics? I don't understand how y'all keep talking about the Boston Celtics, man. Like, what are we talking about? Let's stop talking. Please, y'all, please stop talking about the Boston
BC,
Celtics, dog.
tell 'em
Jason
about the
Tatum let you down in the bubble. He let you down the last 3-4 years. He just always let you
It's
down.
growing pains, Murph. Jordan didn't win his first year in the
He's
playoffs.
been in the league like
Jordan
almost
didn't
8
win his first year in
years.
the playoffs, did he?
Jason Tatum had been in the league 8 years, man.
Man, Jason Tatum, look it up. Jason Tatum been in the league since 2014.
BC, tell him why the Boston Celtics going to be a contender. Tell him why, BC.
Oh, Lord.
They star studded 1 through 5.
But you just talked about
they
bench
got a
with the
bench.
Suns.
And they have a bench. They have a bench. They organically building their team. They not going out getting superstars to team up. They filling in gaps where they needed. They lost Brogdon. They came in, they brought Drew. I mean, you came in, you bring Drew Holiday. He probably the best, top 5 two-way
Perimeter
guards.
defenders.
He the best
point
No,
rebound-
no,
guard.
let
From
him
the point
finish.
guard.
Let him finish.
Go
He
ahead,
say
BC.
top 5. What?
two-way guards in the league. I'm talking about at his position,
At
top
his
5.
position.
And he's one of the best rebounding guards in the NBA.
I like Drew Holiday, but did they got he's better? You think he's better than Marcus Smart?
Come on, man. That's not even
Yes.
a debate.
Yes.
So he got rid of
Not
Marcus
even a
Smart.
debate. They got rid of
Alright.
Marcus Smart, sent him to Memphis. I thought it was a bad deal too, but now that I see they picked up Drew Holiday, that was a great replacement for Marcus Smart.
Great.
A better scorer, a better scorer, and same on defense, but a much better
I
scorer.
would say same on defense, BC, but definitely better scorer. When you look at the overall player, BC, I agree with you. Drew Holiday is definitely a better player than Marcus Smart.
So Boston Celtics is your East pick, BC and Roy coming out of the East.
Yes.
if there's not any more moves before the season, yes.
I'm going Miami Heat. Without a
Miami
doubt.
Heat out
Yes.
the East?
I'm going Heat out the East. Yes, they just went to the finals this year.
But what have
Yes.
they added? 'Cause
Was
they-
it
Nothing.
They don't matter. They was hurt. They had Hero down. They had a lot of players hurt.
Hero
so-
gone.
But
where did Hero go?
Didn't Hero get traded?
I don't think so. They was putting him in the package with the Blazers, but I don't think nothing happened. I don't believe, unless I'm missing something.
man, I'm going with Jimmy Buckets, man. Forget all that, man. I'm going with Jimmy Buckets. He's been to the finals twice. He's
He
a
re-signed.
dog.
He re-signed with him.
He's a dog. Yeah, Hero's still there. The Boston Celtics are a soft team. I said it.
Soft.
SOF capital T. Soft. They soft.
Wow.
They soft, bro. They soft. They always let you down. Every year, y'all get hyped up on this Celtic talk. They have a good season. They get in the playoffs, and they always lose. Always. When last time they been to the finals?
2 years ago against Golden State,
And what happened?
they lost to a great Steph Curry.
Lost.
the GOAT.
Lost. They lost to Steph Curry without
The three-point
Kevin
goal.
Durant.
The three-point goal.
They lost to Steph Curry without Durant, man. Come on, man. The Golden State Warriors, they're doing so good without Like they have all role players. They have like
The Warriors
Steph
won't
Curry.
even be in. The Warriors,
The Warriors
won't even be
won't
in competing this year. They won't compete this year.
Who?
The Warriors.
The
He said the
Warriors will
Warriors
not
won't
compete.
compete. Won't compete.
They will not compete.
BC, you
come
don't
on.
even believe that. Come on, BC.
We have some
They will be in the
fans,
box.
when you come on the show, make sure you drink water. Make sure your mind is right. Make sure you come in healthy.
They will be in the.
Because I don't
they
know
will be
what you smoking
bottom
on.
6. They will be in 6 through 8. They will be 6 through 8 seed this year.
Out the West.
But how that's not competing? If you a playoff team, how's that not competing?
I mean, how many teams in the playoffs last year in the first round? And the 8 seed in the West last year was horrible.
So Warriors not
Horrible.
gonna be an 8 seed.
I thought
First
the
of all-
Lakers was the 8th seed.
No, Lakers was 7.
7. Well, we got to pull it up, man. All right, so so basically what we got from this debate is that BC, fan of the show, he doesn't like the Suns at all. Our brother of the show, we love BC to death, man, but he's taking the Suns. Roy, you're taking the Suns.
Yeah.
Out the West.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the Bucks.
Out the East.
Oh, Bucks out the East. I'm taking Bucks out the East. I keep thinking Bucks in the West, but Bucks in the East. Yeah, I am taking the Bucks. I don't know why I say he. I don't. My apologies.
Roy, this your third team. This your 4th team in 4 years, right?
What?
This is your bro. You do change your team a lot. You do change your team a lot. He does change his team. He changes his team all the time. He changes his team all the time.
So
he was the Heat, then he was the
Hold on, you the
Warriors.
Lakers. Now you talking about Heat.
He was with the
and
Lakers. He
Bucks.
was with the Lakers one time.
The thing
the
about
bubble.
me, I admit that I'm a LeBron fan. I admit
Y'all
that.
switched from the Cavaliers to the Lakers. So what are y'all talking about?
I admit that I'm a LeBron fan. You won't admit
And I'm a Steph
that
Curry fan.
No. You change your
You can be
team
a
all the
LeBron
time.
fan, but I can't be a Steph
Just like
Curry
you like
fan.
the Celtics,
Wow,
just
that's
like you
crazy.
like the Suns.
Y'all see this world?
Because he was with Kevin
you can
Durant.
Be a LeBron fan. I can't be a Steph Curry fan. That's crazy.
Can I talk? He was with Kevin Durant. Then he went when Durant went to the Warriors. That's when you
Durant
became a
was with the
Warriors
Warriors.
fan.
Oh wow, that's
Then
crazy.
when he left, when Kevin
hear
Durant
this?
left, as you just heard, he's taking the Suns. So thank you, BC, for joining us, man. Anyway, make sure you have a great day, man. Make sure you all the fans out there, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, join the debate. We'll send the link out, man. Much love, BC. Thank you for tapping in.
Much love, brother.
Celtic. Man, thank you, Jared.
Tatum and Brown.
Thank you,
doesn't
Jared.
Work. Jared.
Tatum and Brown does not work.
Jared.
It doesn't work. It does not work,
NBA
Roy.
Finals, Eastern Conference Finals year after. How can you say it don't work now?
They can't win. They done paid them boys $200-something million. They just gave Jaylen Brown a $300-something million contract. And salute to what he's gonna do. He said he's gonna, help black development. He's gonna help impoverished communities. He's gonna help, with the generational wealth gap in African American communities. I salute that. I respect that. I love that. But the but is they don't win. It don't never transform. It never transpires. They have these all-star games where one drop 50, the other drop 50. They blow teams out, all that. But when it gets to where it counts for all the marbles, they don't show up.
Yeah, but that changes this year.
Okay, all right.
They've made
You're
it to the
saying
NBA
year
Finals.
after year after year, y'all say it changes this year.
It does.
And I can almost guarantee last year your East pick was the Bucks. Was the Boston Celtics, without a doubt.
How you gonna guarantee
Your
what my
Boston,
pick was?
because I know you your whole life. The Boston
No.
Celtics. You liked the Boston Celtics last year out the East. Say you didn't.
No, I never went with the Boston.
So who was your pick last year out the East?
I didn't really have my pick. Period was the Warriors.
Yeah,
that was my
but-
pick, and it didn't work out.
Roy, we in all the group chats. We talk all the time, bro. You liked the Celtics last year.
No, Warriors is my squad. So when
Yes,
we
but
talking
you had
about
liked the Celtics coming out the East.
out the East. No,
Be
I
real.
didn't. I didn't.
You've
have
been
the
analyzing
Celtics.
sports for years, bro.
I didn't have the Celtics.
Who you had?
Honestly, I wasn't really worried about the East, to be honest, because I knew
Okay,
nobody
fair
gonna
enough.
beat the
Fair
West.
enough. Fair enough. And they didn't.
I knew any team that made it out the East wasn't gonna beat.
I might be an outlier this year. My East pick gonna be the Heat.
But you just said the Bucks, the title favorites.
Yeah, but like I said, the Bucks, because I thought Bucks was in the West, and I apologize. I thought the Bucks was in the West. I forgot they were in the East. Like, I can admit when I'm wrong now. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. But you know, it's gonna be East. It's gonna be the Miami Heat and the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
I like them two to be in the finals, and then my West pick, I'm gonna go different this year. West pick, I'm going Denver Nuggets. Repeat.
Oh, what about your Lakers? What? Oh, different teams, switching teams.
No. One, I love the Lakers. I love LeBron James and AD and what they got going on. Year 21, that's the only thing that I have an issue with. I
don't know. You ride it out, LeBron. Stand on it.
No.
Stand on it.
I feel if
he's switching on you, LeBron.
It's not LeBron at all. World, don't put that out there. I'll tell you like this. I love LeBron James. I love what he does. I watch every Laker game. I'm subscribed to NBA Pass. I watch all the games. My wife, she's a huge basketball fan.
Win the West, you go ahead.
No, I'm not saying that. Let me finish. Can I talk? All I'm saying is that the Lakers, I don't like what the general manager is doing. I don't like what Rob Pelinka's doing.
Why?
Because
I thought he made great moves in the offseason.
He made great moves, but even with the coach, Ham, they got to get another big man. They got to get 2-3 dominant big men. I dislike when the Lakers won the championship in the bubble. They got rid of JaVale McGee and they got rid of Dwight Howard. AD, like you got LeBron James playing in the post, playing the 4, the 5. If AD go down.
AD said he don't like playing the 5.
Yeah, that's exactly. So that's what I mean. So now,
you the biggest man on the court. Why you don't like playing the 5, bro?
He wanted. I mean, because he's not a banger. They need a Dwight Howard.
Is he soft?
I'm not.
Because Dwight Howard gonna bang, right?
Yeah.
But if AD not gonna bang, is he soft?
I'm not gonna say he's soft. I'm not gonna say he's soft. I'm not gonna say
he's soft.
I'm not gonna say he's soft.
He's fragile though. He's fragile.
Yeah, he get injured. You know, he a little fragile. But I'm saying they need another big man. I think they had Mo Bamba last year that
not gonna cut it.
And they had Gabriel. And they
not
used another. I think Thomas. It was another big guy. Or Bryant.
Yeah, I think, Thomas Bryant, I believe.
Yeah. So they need the Lakers gotta get a big man that is strictly for the boards. That's strictly for banging. And they haven't done it in the last 2 years, so I'm moving my pick. LeBron can't do it all. He can't rebound, score, steal the ball, run point guard. He can't do everything. They have to get another big man to help him. All the championships that LeBron has won, he's had at least 2 to 3 big men that were really good, that was solid in the post. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they need, and I'm going with the Denver Nuggets to win the West. And to win it all.
Okay.
It's gonna be Denver versus the Milwaukee Bucks in the finals. That's who it's gonna be.
All right, so we're gonna finish out this show, Murph, with one last question.
Yep. Last question. What's going on?
So actually let's take a look at the last question. The last question is,
make sure you like, subscribe, comment to 1’s podcast with Murph and Roy.
Is Saquon Barkley's injury validation for the owner's previous concerns as it relates to long-term contracts? Switching gears back to
football. Read that one more time.
Is Saquon Barkley's injury, latest injury, giving validation to the owner's stance on not giving the running back position long-term contracts? For the most part. You got a couple running backs with long term, but most of them. One, never like to see anybody go down. Pray that Saquon Barkley gets better. Hate that that happened. But the way the market goes, does this help the owner's case? Of course, yes. It's gonna help. It's gonna help his case because he went down. He wanted to get paid,
But I also believe that the flip side is if you do pay him and commit to him in a long-term relationship, you know, a 4 or 5 year deal, multiple millions of dollars, I believe he plays through this little nagging ankle injury. You know what I mean? Like, it's, oh, I'm not paid. I didn't get my contract. So, oh, man, I rolled my ankle, tweaked it. I'm shutting it down. And then you're going to really see y'all lose
the value
of me.
Right.
That's what I kind of feel like they're going to take the stance of, oh, he's hurt. We need to find somebody else. But a running back like Saquon Barkley, who is
hard
90% of the New York Giants offense, he's hard to replace.
Right.
It's hard to replace. It's hard to replace Saquon Barkley, man. The way he catches out the backfield, the way he blocks in the pass game, his blitz pickup, and he totes the ball, man. He's a hard runner. He's one of the best running backs in the NFL. So, does it help the owner's case? Yes, but the way I look at it, I don't think that they'll make the right decision if they let Saquon Barkley go.
So is his injuries supporting their stance of long-term, not giving running backs long-term contracts? Does that support the owner's case?
No.
It does not support the owner's case.
Yeah, and let me clarify that. The reason why it doesn't support the running case, because everybody gets hurt. Joe Burrow right now is hurt.
True.
With he was, the favorite, not just your favorite, Stephen A's favorite, Shannon Sharp's favorite, Ryan Clark. Everybody had the Bengals as the top of the AFC North. And he had a calf strain, and now they're, 1-3?
Yeah.
So it doesn't support them. It doesn't say, oh, yeah, injury. Everybody get injured. Mm-hmm. Tua got injured last year. Tyreek Hill just got injured. And they just had 70 points the week before.
Right.
So it's part of the game.
Right.
If you want to heal the man psychologically, make sure, I know how it is playing for that contract. I know how it is trying to fight, to make sure you feed your family, coming from the circumstances that a lot of football players, especially African-American football players, come from.
Right.
So if you're not married to them, they ain't going to try to give you it he ain't going to give you their all,
Right.
Patrick Mahomes plays so freely because he knows he's taken care of. Right. Players play way more freely when they're taken care of. Right. If you don't take care of them, then they stress and they thinking about, because it's so many people that come with you. They paying for mama, daddy, brothers, sisters, uncles. You're responsible for so many lives. You're the golden goose. You're the one who made all the money, so you got to support everybody. Right. So when you're looking at your bank account and you like, oh man, I'm supporting everybody. Man, I wish I could get 50 million guaranteed, 75 million guaranteed. So now, and taxes gonna take half of it off the top.
Right.
But now I can give mama them, daddy them, uncle them, grandmama them. I could give them
a little
something to make sure they straight.
Right.
And then I can focus on what I need to focus on and be the best that I could be.
That's true, Murph.
But if I only got 10 million and taxes take 5 million, and I take care of myself, and then I take care of everybody else, what's left. So that's where I feel like that's why Patrick Mahomes plays freely. That's why Christian McCaffrey plays freely, because they playing out there like, man, you going out there. See, it's different between
where in the world, because you guarantee injury or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You going out there. See, Saquon's going out there hoping not to get hurt,
right,
so he can get paid.
Right.
Other guys are going out there just playing.
Right.
So it's like going to work when you got that big. You got you got a 2-year deal at your job. You going to work, you gonna work, you ain't stressing about nothing. You if you're trying to be the best at what you do. You know what I'm saying? So what you think?
So in summary, your position is it does not help.
It doesn't help
the case. His injury does not help.
It's such a I don't know the word for it, but
fine line.
Yeah, it's like a you can say it helps, but it don't really help. You know what I'm saying? They case if you really get down to negotiating.
I'm gonna take the stance, Murph, of it does help the owner's case.
Gotcha.
Why? Because when you look at the running back position, that position statistically gets injured more frequently than the quarterback, because remember, the quarterbacks are, especially nowadays, really very heavily protected by the referees, right? So running backs, they're getting the ball. All 11 guys are attacking the running back, right? So
all 11 guys should be attacking everybody with the ball.
That's true, but again, the quarterback got a lot of protections nowadays built in.
Yep.
Right, where running backs don't get the same protection as quarterbacks get. Right, so again, running backs, and they're getting pounded by linebackers, right, and secondary guys, safeties, whoever that's coming up making those tackles. But again, so there's a lot more aggression and a lot more banging on the running back's body. So therefore, their bodies break down a lot quicker than other positions.
I'll have to disagree.
Okay, so why is the shelf life shorter for a running back than it is for a quarterback?
Because it's a narrative. It's a narrative.
It's a narrative.
Yeah, it's a narrative.
How long did Tom Brady play?
He played, man, come on now.
I'm just asking a question.
Tom Brady played 21 years, 20 years?
How long has Aaron Rodgers been playing? How long has Peyton Manning played?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Because they're financially secured. If you commit that much money to them, you gotta ride it.
Right, but
you see what I'm saying?
But looking at me as if I'm looking to make an investment, this is anything.
Yeah.
I want to make an investment where I'm going to see the most return. If I'm going to make an investment in a player and I'm not going to get my return on investment, I will, but not as much as this guy over here. I'm going to put my money on this guy over here who's going to give me a larger return for a longer period of time.
So Daniel Jones is going to give you a better. So Daniel Jones is going to give you a better return than Saquon Barkley.
Long term?
No way.
Right now, no.
No way.
No, right now, no.
No way.
Listen, Saquon Barkley is the best player on that team. Let's be clear on that.
Yeah, okay, so why won't you pay that man? Like, that's what I'm saying. He's the best player.
He deserved to be paid. But what I'm saying, from the running back position standpoint, that his injury just plays along with what the owners are saying is why they don't want to invest a whole lot into running backs as opposed to quarterbacks.
All right, can I answer that?
Yeah.
Can I rebuttal that? The reason why, let me just start with this. How many years Emmitt Smith played?
He played a lot of years.
How many years Walton Payton played?
Not sure how many
years
he played. He played a lot of years.
Emmitt played almost 16 years. All right? Warwick Dunn.
How many years he played?
Over 13. Fred Taylor.
Okay.
Another one. Adrian James. Another one. You see what I'm saying? So I could go down the line, line by running backs who have played over 10 years. So to say that shelf life is a bunch of baloney, I'm telling you. Because
in today's game?
It's even softer in today's game. Do you know when Emmitt Smith played?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's a big total difference. You know, when you talk about Marcus Allens and Walter Paytons, those guys played in a league that is way tougher, harder to hitting than what it is right now.
I agree.
So with that being said, there is no way you could try to lump and say, oh, it's shelf life. The issue is they don't want to pay the running backs, and they want to paint a narrative that running backs don't last long like that. Because one thing about investing, owners want to win all the time, and they want to win like this.
Right.
They want to win with the money.
Right.
So, yes, running backs do get hurt. Yes, running backs do go down. Yes, but also, yes, running backs do not get hurt, just like any other position. So, for them to paint the narrative that, oh, we're going to the running backs only last 7 to 8 years. You know why? Because you're not paying them.
Okay, so
you're not paying them. If you pay them, if you pay them, just like the NBA pays them, like how the NBA get paid, players get paid. Perfect example. KD went down with the Achilles with the Brooklyn Nets, but his full contract was fully guaranteed. He set out the entire next season. In the NFL, dudes are trying to rush back because they're not guaranteed. You see what I'm saying? Klay, man, if Klay Thompson was in the NFL, he would have been cut a long time ago. A long time ago. You see what I'm saying? Like Klay Thompson, if he was in the NFL.
So is that an NFLPA issue in the NFL versus a player in a owner's issue?
Yeah,
that sounds like
that's what I'm saying. It's a higher issue, and it's a higher issue. The issue is the fact that there's not guaranteed contracts, and they haven't put the long term.
So that's a bigger issue, Murph.
It's a bigger issue. That's what I'm trying to paint the narrative, to change the narrative, to put the narrative in the right place.
Yeah, I agree.
See what I'm saying?
They should have guaranteed contracts.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's
like the quarterbacks.
Yeah, because like I said before, if Klay Thompson was in the NFL, he would have been cut a long time ago.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, but he had a 5-year deal, 100-something, 80 million, and guess what you got to do? You got to see that investment through.
Yeah.
It's not a right now thing for the NBA. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they're a long-term approach to investments because you built the fan base, the jersey sales, just the camaraderie with the championships, all that. Think about that. Okay, a running back gets hurt. Okay, now he's down. The running back's down. Okay, wait till he get healthy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Saquon Barkley, like you could build him up to be the biggest running back ever if you commit to him and not say, oh, he's slowing down, he hurt all the time like that. Like, okay, then they could have said the same thing about Klay Thompson. They could have said the same thing about Emmitt Smith.
Hey, y'all, weigh in on the conversation. We talking about ownership and running backs getting paid. Do you think with Saquon's latest injury that the owners have a good reason not to pay running backs? You hear Murph's take, and we want to hear from you.
Yep. So, yeah, man, so that's all, man. I just want to make sure that I paint the narrative and change the narrative to help. Our thing with One-on-Ones podcast is bro and a pro. We're going to give two different perspectives. We're going to debate it.
Bro and a pro.
Bro and a pro.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? We going to debate that. And I just want to give you the insight of playing 9 years in the NFL, playing in college. I just, my take's going to be a little different. I just hope to enlighten and uplift and educate you on the subjects that matter that, that, like you said, it's a bigger issue.
It's a bigger issue.
If Patrick Mahomes goes down,
he's straight.
He's straight. He coming back next year. They're going to give him everything he needs. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like the running back could do the same.
Let me ask you this. Going back to the Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones conversation. Now, if Saquon Barkley, we know he's the best player on that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if you don't have – what if you have like a who? Give me the worst quarterback you can think of right now.
Shoot. Man, that's thinking it up is really the rookies, but they all first-round draft picks.
Just a terrible quarter. Let's say you had Ryan Leaf. I know he's old. He's one of the biggest busts in history. Mm-hmm. But if you had Ryan Leaf at quarterback, but then you had Saquon Barkley at running back, is your team good?
If you had Ryan Leaf at quarterback and Saquon Barkley at running back, is the team good because of Saquon Barkley?
No, I'm saying, is that team going to be good with Ryan Leaf at quarterback and Saquon Barkley?
I see where you're going with this. I see. Yes, because Daniel Jones is not good. Daniel Jones is not like that. Daniel Jones is not no.
But they made the playoffs last year, Murph.
Because of Saquon Barkley. Yes, you just proved my point.
But hold on. Saquon Barkley didn't get Giants to the playoffs by himself.
I know. No team gets to the playoffs by themselves.
Right. So you gotta, if you make the playoffs, you gotta be a decent quarterback. Let me just say that.
Yeah, I mean, think about Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer wasn't the best quarterback. They won the Super Bowl,
but he wasn't like the worst.
Yeah,
he was average at best.
So what you're trying to say is that you got to pay the quarterback over the running back, or you need a good quarterback.
You need a decent quarterback.
So that's different between paying them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't put Ryan. So give. All right, let's say a decent quarterback, a decent quarterback in the NFL right now. We'll say Kirk Cousins. You give Kirk Cousins, Saquon Barkley, dog, they go way further than they ever been before. Without a doubt. And I rest my case.
Daniel Jones brings a lot more to the table than Kirk Cousins.
I rest my case. Huh?
Daniel Jones can go out there and rush for 100 yards.
But also last year, Kirk Cousins was 13-3, went to the playoffs, and they did lose to who? Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley ran the ball down their throat.
Fool's gold out there.
Yeah, no, that's what you want to call
him. Saquon in there, and Daniel Jones and Saquon went in there and beat the Vikings in the playoffs.
Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. Put Saquon name first.
Yeah, he the best.
Put some respect on that name.
I say he the best.
Saquon Barkley
the best on the team.
And then Daniel Jones.
They need both of them.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's a quarterback-driven league. I agree with that. It's a quarterback-driven league. I get that. I understand that. But you cannot have the last 100 years the team with the best run game wins the Super Bowl. And you could just look up the stats. The team with the best run game wins Super Bowl.
The Chiefs didn't have the best running games, and they won the Super Bowl.
They had more rushing yards than whoever they played. And you can look it up. Yes.
The Eagles had the best running game. They didn't win.
And they did not run for more yards than the Kansas City Chiefs. That's why the Eagles lost in the Super Bowl.
Okay,
Philadelphia Eagles lost because they did not run the ball as efficiently and better than the Kansas City Chiefs. And you could go down and I'll put anything on it. You go down the history, look at the stats. If you have the best run game, you're more than likely to win the championship or win that game, any game. From Little League on up, you got to be able to run the ball. It starts and ends with the run game. There's other stuff that goes into the game because there's a lot of moving parts. It's the world's greatest team sport, 11 players, 22 on the field at one time. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to run the ball. And this whole baloney, back to the point, this whole baloney about the running backs not getting paid is baloney because it's talking about injuries. That is baloney. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking that. That could be a new segment. What's baloney of the day? For real.
So listen, Murph.
Yep.
Just finishing up the podcast for today. We're getting into the Monday night picks.
Ooh.
So this is the last segment of the show. Picks for tonight, Monday night. Seahawks, Giants. Who y'all got, fans? Murph, who you got?
Here, I'm going with tonight. You said Seahawks, Giants.
Seahawks, Giants.
Minus Saquon Barkley. I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
I'm going with Seattle Seahawks. That's what I'm taking.
Yep. Well, I'm going with the Giants.
Giants.
They gonna get it done.
You got all that faith in Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones, I'm telling you. And I got him starting tonight in fantasy. He's the sleeper of the week at quarterback.
Oh, fantasy.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones loses tonight against the Seattle Seahawks at 8:15 Monday Night Football.
Okay, we're going to see.
All right. So now running through those picks, we're going to go through this fast, man. We don't want to keep you long. All right. Thursday night, Bears-Commanders, Roy.
You already know. Commanders.
Good. All right, go ahead. Write this down because we got to make sure we document this. Write this down or just put initials or whatever you got to do.
Oh, no, we got the tape. We got
the tape? Okay, yeah. All right. Bears-Commanders. You going who?
Commanders.
You going Commanders?
Who you got?
Thursday Night Football.
Who you got?
I'm taking Commanders as well.
Okay.
I'm taking Commanders as well. Jags-Bills.
Bills.
Ooh. Jags-Bills.
I got Bills.
Sunday, they playing they staying out there in London International. Oh, Jaguars might move out there.
Yeah, they played.
They play out there all the time. Like they got the biggest probably fan base over there.
So who you got in that game?
You taking Bills?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Jags.
Jags, okay.
I'm taking Jags.
Shout out our boy Rayshawn Jenkins.
Rayshawn Jenkins, St. Petersburg finest. Ravens Steelers.
Ooh, I'm about to go. I'm gonna take
at home. Steelers at home.
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
You taking Steelers at home?
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
I'm taking Ravens. Ravens on the road, 3-1 versus 2-2. Giants Dolphins.
Giants Dolphins. I think the Dolphins bounce back in that game.
Yep, Giants coming down, so they gotta go to London, then they gotta come to Miami. Yeah, that's a lot of traveling. I'm going Dolphins. Dolphins bounce back. Ooh, this is a good one. This your NFC pick.
These are week 5.
This not your Super Bowl pick, but it's your NFC pick to go really far. Cowboys 49ers.
Oh, I'm taking the Niners, baby. Let's
Cowboys 49ers?
Yeah.
You taking Niner bang bang Niner game?
Yeah, Niners.
Bang bang Niner game.
Yeah, book
4-0 versus 3-1 Sunday night. Okay, I'm taking Sunday night. I'm taking them Cowboys. How about them boys? I got to ride with them boys. Shout out D-Rod, T-Font. Well, I know y'all boys diehard Cowboys. I'm going with Cowboys. We didn't even talk about the Cowboys, too. They shook back, too.
Yeah.
They look real good. They look real good.
But not having Diggs on the
defense. And they still put up points, though.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that missing Diggs, that's gonna be big.
They beat the Patriots, man. There was Ezekiel Elliott coming back, coming back home.
Legit. No, I ain't saying that. The defense still legit.
Ezekiel came back home. Shout out Dante Fowler, man. We got a lot of St. Petersburg boys, man. Everybody from yep. We got a lot of he had a sack fumble. Strip sack fumble, man. Still doing his thing right there. Okay. And you taking Niners, I'm taking them Cowboys, man. Cowboys on the road. They get it. They gonna win. 35-31.
Okay, you got a high scoring affair. Okay.
I have a lot. It's gonna be.
So
no. It's gonna be 21. I'll say it's gonna be 24-21. Okay. Cowboys.
Okay.
24-21 Cowboys. Titans Colts. You just high on Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. Where are they playing? In Indy? But either
Yep,
way,
in Indy.
I go
in the
Richardson.
Dome.
I go Richardson, Indianapolis.
You going Anthony Richardson?
Yeah, I'm going Richardson.
I'm going Titans.
Okay.
I'm going Titans. I like what Titans doing. Derrick Henry, he's coming back, right? Saints, Patriots. All right, Saints, Patriots.
Saints, Patriots. I take the Patriots to bounce back.
You say Patriots bounce back?
Yeah, Patriots bounce back.
Okay. I'll take the Saints.
Okay.
Texans, Falcons.
I'm gonna go Texans. I'm gonna go Texans.
CJ Stroud, you going my pick? All right. I'm going Texans too.
Okay.
Panthers, Lions.
Panthers, Lions.
Lions. Bengals, Cardinals.
Bengals.
Ooh.
Bengals.
I'm gonna take them Cardinals.
Now Cardinals, man, they play tough.
The Dogs
Cardinals
been going good. I'm taking them Cardinals. Eagles, Rams.
Eagles, Rams. Oh, Eagles. All day.
Eagles. I'll take the Eagles. Oh, they go 5-0
Yes.
on the West Coast.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Rams just cause. I'm gonna go Rams just cause.
Okay.
Jets, Broncos.
Jets, Broncos. I'm gonna go Jets, man.
This gonna be a big game. We got to talk about that one.
I'm gonna go Jets, man.
You know that whole thing with Sean Payton and the head coach with the Jets and all that.
I'm gonna go Jets. You know why? Because believe it or not, I like what I saw out of Zach Wilson last night. He improved.
He improved a lot.
He's getting the ball out quick.
I'm gonna go Broncos.
He's gonna go Broncos. Okay.
Chiefs, Vikings. Chiefs.
Chiefs, Vikings, Chiefs.
Take your Vikings. You want the Vikings?
No.
Okay, all right. Chiefs.
you picked them for
Packers,
NFC
Raiders.
North.
Last one, Monday night. Packers, Raiders.
Packers, Raiders. I'm gonna go. If Garoppolo playing, I'm gonna go Raiders.
I'm going Raiders. No, don't worry about Garoppolo. You know, I'm right. Raider gang.
Okay.
Raider gang.
All right.
Hey, man, thank you for joining us for week 4 breakdown of the NFL, and we threw some NBA in there today. The #1 sports broadcast, one-on-ones with Murph and Roy. Thank y'all for joining. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next week. Have a blessed week.
Much love.